Hey Rosh, hope you're doing well, mate.
I'm well, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, doing very well. Look, I just need to pick your brain. I'm working with a lovely couple, Suzanne and Greg. They're about to build a house in Flinders, and I was wondering if, you know, off the top of your head, you can think of any homes that I should maybe go and show to them, because they're really interested in talking about solar and getting a battery as well for their home.
Will it just be those guys in the home, or do they have kids?
No, it's just the two of them and a couple of dogs.
Okay, cool. Look, it doesn't sound like they'll need a massive system. My recommendation would be to install something that's modular. So if their energy needs increase over time, they can add additional solar panels and potentially give them more battery storage. I do know a really good example that's very close to home. In fact, it's your home. Show them the Enphase solar system and IQ battery tech that you had installed in your property. It's the perfect solution.
Yeah, okay, that's a great idea. Well, I'd love to show them my home anyway, because obviously we've renovated, so I'm sure we could probably give them a few tips about that as well.
Perfect, mate.
When it comes to renovating old homes, Jesse and Mel are some of the best in the business, and they want to prove what can be done. That's why they've invited Greg and Suzanne to their own heritage renovation in Melbourne to show off how they've been able to maintain the history whilst bringing it into the 21st century with the bells and whistles of energy-efficient technology.
Well, Greg and Suzanne, I'm so glad that I was able to actually bring you and show you my home, because I know that the new build that you're about to do is actually a similar width to this. So
Yes.
does it make you feel more confident and comfortable now, like given the dimensions of the room?
Yeah, it's great that we could be in this size room and see what you've managed to fit into it in the area too. But particularly the width is something that, you know, we keep working on, thinking about.
I like the bar. That's good. That's really good, but I don't know whether we've made allowance for that. But anyway, we'll work on that.
So what about the interiors? So your floor, I love your floor. And I like the pattern that you've got down the hallway. You know, it's almost like it's a leading you, walking down the hallway.
That is the idea behind it. The direction of the boards leads you into the home. It almost welcomes you. You feel like you're walking down a runway.
So we're really interested in trying to keep the home energy efficient as we possibly can.
And do you have solar as well?
Yeah, we did put solar on. I'm very fortunate. A mate of mine is an electrician and does solar installations. And so I went to him and said, you know, which is the best solar system for my situation? Because we're on a south-facing block and we've got east and west pitch on the roof. Obviously, the dream scenario is to have everything north-facing.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. And so his suggestion was to use an Enphase system.
Did you install a battery?
We did, Suzanne. We installed an Enphase battery, and the reason we did that is because if we want to add more panels over time, the battery itself is actually modular. So we can easily plug in a second battery and obviously double the capacity of the storage. The other benefit as well is because it's at the front of the property, we didn't want it to be noisy like your traditional batteries. So the Enphase in particular, there's no moving parts, there's no fan. It works by passive cooling, so it's nice and quiet near the bedroom. And like the battery system, the solar system as well is modular. So if you decide over time you want to add more panels to your system, you can add more solar panels, they just plug in and play, and then obviously you can just plug in another battery and double your capacity. Now, Greg, I know that you're still on the fence about renovating or rebuilding because of the width, but do you think after coming here today I might have swayed your mind towards renovating, given you can see the dimensions of the rooms?
Well, I have renovated houses before and they've come up a treat. And I reckon we could do something pretty dramatic with the shack.
Yes. Oh, Suzanne, we might be leaning towards the renovation.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm keen to incorporate some of this in the shack if we can, if we go down that route. I reckon it'd be fantastic. But a very, very impressive place.
Yeah, beautiful.
The whole decor and the going from a confined area into an open space is really impressive.